Change.
In 2025, change wasn't just a goal, it was the result. And here is how Gatefield moved the needle. First, public health. When global funding shrinks, African-led resilience must rise. At the 2025 Gatefield Health Summit, we brought together 31 global voices and turned data on rising threats into a mandate for reform, shifting the conversation from crisis management to a new blueprint for domestic funding.
For countries that have achieved universal health coverage, they have done so because government money has been used to fund healthcare.
So I would like to say that Gatefield Health Summit is not like other health conferences. It is an immersive experience. And last year when we highlighted breast cancer survivors, cervical cancer survivors, and a survivor of drug addiction, I think it stayed with us and it helped to put a face to the work that we're doing. Sometimes we think, oh, we're just pushing a policy, let's push this policy, and then we count it as a win. But the real win is in the number of lives saved. You know, whenever I come to work, I'm thinking, how many lives can we save today? Because the policies that we do, they translate to populations of people being saved, to health systems being equipped to deliver proper services.
We didn't just talk about the crisis, we met it on the ground. We deployed the Safe Sense campaign to bridge the trust gap, linking nearly 100,000 young people to life-saving HIV services.
The purpose of the campaign was to reduce stigma when it came to talking about HIV/AIDS, raising awareness. With time, we had kind of lost a lot of messaging around educating people about HIV.
Hi guys, my name is Nifisa and I'm here to answer some frequently asked questions about HIV.
We used the campaign council approach where we had organizations and allies within the community that we sought to reach, and we capitalized on their following to reach these populations of young people online.
Hi, let's get tested for HIV together.
So I did a swab test on camera and you could literally see me figuring out how to use it. But the test was surprisingly really easy. All the instructions were in the pack. It also had instructions in Pidgin as well, which I found to be really cool. I think the biggest success metric was just having people interested in listening to conversations about HIV. It made the information very accessible to people, and it was also a learning and growing opportunity for me too.
Through our Live Well platform, we showed the dangers of ultra-processed food. Reaching 10 million Nigerians, we hit the ground with tobacco control, securing 580 enforcement sanctions across Lagos and Kano, and tobacco-free school policies in the FCT.
We are calling on the Honorable Minister Professor Ali Pate to enforce the ban on the sale of vapes to minors in Nigeria.
To move women from visibility to capital, we presented our demands. With We Want More, we push for credit access for women.
62% of Nigerian women lack capital to start a business.
Okay, so the campaign was about funding Nigerian women. The Nigerian Naira symbol played a key role in how the design came to life. We wanted to show contrast. So for that, we used grayscale to represent the women, and then we used bold colors to highlight the problems and everything else that consists of the campaign.
One of the methods I used to showcase this project was by making the visuals very appealing. Because if you're trying to raise awareness for something, you want people to be able to engage with it and be drawn in. We used cinematic techniques to draw the attention of viewers to the subject. We also built empathy through our shots, making sure like every shot and every angle was intentional. So the campaign gave me the opportunity to record women who work so hard in their fields, who are doing well already and who can do much more, and all they need is funding.
All in all, for me, the cumulative effect was increased awareness and action, more specifically, because of the audience who engaged with this campaign and lent their voices to the demand, and then the results. We've seen banks accelerates action.
Women aren't just missing at the top.
They are being filtered out when you can get a chance.
So the ask for First Start was to create a compelling brand that would visually resonate the information, which is hire more women. The plan was to go with very brief copy and a very simple backdrop of visuals to have people feel more than just hear hire more women.
So I saw the impact of the Hire More Women slogan for the First Start campaign translate in real life when it really dawned on me how important it was to create a message that was simple and easy to remember when it came to the communications.
We needed that message to resonate.
If you're going to get 3 points off us, you're going to work for it.
Again, we had to deal with so much off the field, and so I think in general the group was just so frustrated.
We even took the fight to the pitch with the African Giants documentary, securing $3 million in unpaid allowances for the Super Falcons. We pushed the industry to concrete action, $40 million unlocked through the Bank of Industry and Access Bank, and 12 major corporate pledges for gender fair hiring. But we didn't stop there. Nigeria's growing digital population of 157+ million internet users face a range of internet harms with zero accountability from platforms until now. Through the Forward with Facts and Safer Internet for Nigeria Kids campaigns, we mapped the risk and pressured platforms to act, facilitating the removal of 3.6 million harmful videos from TikTok and the passage of the Child Online Protection Bill.
Think twice. Verify.
The Forward with Facts campaign was essentially to tell people to pause, check the information they were sharing before they would share it. We had allies who gave advice on how to spot deepfakes, knowledge on the harms that misinformation perpetrates, and we had bus rides around the city, vox pops, and there were a lot of people saying, oh, they had posted something that was not true before and they felt embarrassed when they realized it was not true. So, funny story, my friend was taking pictures of me and I was like doing that, and the person was like, oh, this is the Forward with Facts. At that moment, I understood that it was something that a lot of people now knew about. It's kind of like speaks to how we can use little everyday things to just crack the code, make people understand or make people aware of these things and still keep it fun and cute.
We supported our efforts to make critical health and governance information accessible to young Nigerians with Narrate EQ and We Are Gist, training journalists and citizens alike to turn credible data into actionable stories that accelerates tangible change. We didn't just report the harm, we stopped it. Finally, we brought change to the youth. With Costival, we used art and independent film as vehicles for civic engagement, reaching 4.2 million people digitally and thousands in person.
So Costival really is about engaging young people.
The theme alone, vibrant, was indication enough for us to know that it was going to be a very popping festival. And so that's exactly what we did. We made it pop. The kids like to see things pop.
Costival really just looked at a problem and decided to provide a solution that was outside of regular engagement. And it's not just about getting them to come and watch things, it's about getting them to come and think, about getting them to talk about these issues and making them aware that they have power in some way and they are allowed to use that power.
Through Let Girls Live, we prove the power of the crowd, raising local funds to vaccinate 350 plus girls against HPV.
My big vision for girls and young women is to see that they get the basic health care that they deserve and they need to thrive, regardless of the costs or socio-cultural background and all.
Gatefield partnered with Uzo Art to host the Creative Incubator, which equipped over 60 creatives with the technical and entrepreneurial skills needed to navigate today's creative economy. 217 million impressions is just a number. $143 million is just an amount. The real impact is a society that functions for everyone. We applied pressure and the results speak for themselves, because change isn't a promise, but an outcome.